Today we're going to take a look at a couple of ways to patch unwanted holes in a plastic bumper. One way is to create a little metal backing plate like this with a screw in it that you can slide in, and I'll try to stay out of the way. Slide it in there, and then you can either use screws to screw it in there, find a hole. There's the holes there. You can either use a rivet right there or a couple of screws, and we're going to countersink those rivets or screws, grind the area clean or V it out a little bit, and then use some filler. And this is just our backing, our backup, so that the filler doesn't just fall through there. Again, there it is real close. And the screw just helps you to put it in there. To countersink the screws or rivets, you can use burrs or a countersink or even a drill bit. This is for the rivet, but you can use a bigger drill bit to countersink the rivets or screws. And I'm going to use this guy first. And then I'll round it out a little bit with that burr. Whoop. And that should do. And we're going to be using some 1/8 inch rivets. And you could see it pull it in. Another way is with fiberglass cloth, and we'll go over that when we mix up some filler. And for a nice fresh disc to grind with, you can cut down your old grinding discs. And I just have a big old tin snips like this. I don't know why, but it stays sharp. Never gets dull cutting these grinding discs. And now the edge is real sharp. We'll V it out a little bit with the grinder, hit it with some fresh 80 grit a little bit further out, and sandblast that metal real quick on the inside. And we're not going to build up too much heat. We'll be using flexible bumper filler, but I have had good luck using regular filler. And I'm going to push it in to that little square pretty good. And for the fiberglass cloth patch, we're going to take the cloth and lay it in there like that, and just put a layer of this, squeeze it into those cloth things, and then dig it out of there and stick it over the hole. And we're going to press it in there. Make sure it's down low. And when this dries, we'll put another layer over the top. We'll sand it and put another layer over it. We'll sand this filler just like we sand regular filler. And I'm just going to take off a light, real light, small layer. Now that the side with the fiberglass cloth hardened up, we'll rough that up and give it another coat of filler. If the plastic is chewed up a bit from sanding and DAing the filler with rough grit sandpaper, you can sand lightly with some 400 grit in between coats of primer. I hope you enjoyed this video on fixing unwanted holes in plastic bumpers. If you did, and you'd like to get my latest videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.